Hi, my name is Trista, and for some reason I had a desire, I guess, to talk and put some thoughts out there on video. I don't know what will happen with this. Will I put this on the internet? Right now, I have no idea. But I really wanted to talk about depression and antidepressants. Probably almost 9 years ago, I was in a really low place in my life, and my GP told me that I should go on antidepressants. And so I did. And it was awful. I felt like a zombie. I had no sadness anymore, but I also had no happy. It was like this all the time. Like living my life right here. There was no happy. There was no sad. Even my children laughing and playing didn't make me happy anymore. It didn't make me laugh like it used to. Jesus, I'm a hot mess. Anyway, that's not important. So anyway, I was miserable. I felt like a zombie, and so I stopped taking those antidepressants. A few months later, I went back to my GP, and things hadn't got any better. And so they suggested that I try a different type of antidepressant, which, I did. I figured, this is my doctor. They know what they're talking about. And so I started taking these antidepressants, and they were so much better than the first ones. I wasn't miserably sad all the time, and I also could experience the happy, the fun, the fun times with my kids. And after a while, it got a lot better. I think from memory, I was on this particular antidepressant for 2 years. Things in my life got, out of control, I guess. Nothing that I could really control. Shit happens. And so I went back to my doctor, and this particular occasion I couldn't see my doctor. I saw another doctor who I trusted. He's a wonderful doctor. And he suggested that, well, why don't we increase the medication that you're on and see what happens. So I did. I trusted him, and the only option to increase this particular medication was to double the dose. So we doubled the dose, and within a week, I was suicidal, beyond despair, and things got really, really bad. And I won't go into that story now. That's not where I wanted to go with this. But anyway, after things got really, really bad, they suggested, well, this medication's obviously not working for you, it's not right for you, so why don't we try an entirely different medication? And so I thought, well, yeah, sure, because, I didn't want to go back to the awful, sad, miserable place that I was in. So I thought, go for it. Give me whatever you've got. Give me anything that you think will help. So they started me on a new medication, and this was November of 2012. Keep in mind it's now July of 2019. So I started my new medication in November of 2012, and it was fantastic. I managed to feel happy. I managed to feel some semblance of normality. I felt pretty good. And the most important thing for me was that I managed to carry on with my normal day-to-day life with my children, which was the most important thing, because I wanted to be there for them and with them consciously. I wanted to experience them, and I guess I needed to be with my children consciously, not just there watching, numb. Anyway, the medication seemed to work, and for a long time things were pretty good. During that time I managed to get a degree. Yay! So I started my nursing degree in 2012. During that time was when things got really bad, but that's besides the point. So I finished my nursing degree in 2014, the end of 2014, and in the beginning of 2015 I got a job as a nurse and started working, and it was awesome. I felt really proud of myself. I was happy. I had a degree, and I had never ever thought that, prior to undertaking my nursing degree, I never would have thought that I could have got that for myself. But I did it, and it was awesome. And so in 2015 I started working as a nurse, and it's been awesome. It's been really hard work, but it's been awesome. I've been a single mum the whole time, from studying, well, even before studying until now. And I'm trying to remember, maybe 6 months ago, I went to my GP, and things were just not great. I was really stressed. I was really sad. I was crying myself to sleep at night, struggling with the kids, and I just wasn't in a good place. So I went to my GP and I explained all of this to them, and he said, well, why don't we try increasing your medication? And of course I was so hesitant about it, and I said to him, well, the last time my medication was increased, I ended up losing my shit. I ended up really not good, suicidal crap. I'm scared about increasing my medication. But he insisted that, this is a different medication. You've been really good on it for 6 years. And so I increased my medication. And it was fine. I felt good. Nothing came of it. A month ago, I took my kids to Australia for a family reunion, and I guess just being in a different environment without the normal routine, I just completely forgot about my medication. I was busy. I was making sure that my son takes medication. So I was busy, ensuring that he took his medication every day. And we were busy. We were very, very busy. And so I didn't take my medication while we were away. So we got home after 2 weeks of being on holiday. And I thought to myself, you know what? I've been on medication for almost 9 years. And if I can not be on medication for 2 weeks and feel pretty fucking good about it, then I'm just going to give it a go and continue to not take it and see how we go. Honestly, the first couple of weeks were pretty good, but I guess the real purpose of this video that I'm making, I don't know for what reason right now, but the real purpose, I guess, is to explain that coming off my antidepressants after almost 9 years has been the hardest thing I have ever done, ever. Suddenly I have real emotions, like real emotions. I didn't realize before that my emotions were so clouded and so I don't even know how to describe it, but I realized that I wasn't feeling things normally at all, not even close. And so in the last month, I've been feeling these intense feelings and these intense emotions, to the point where sometimes I just cry and cry and cry and cry, and there's nothing more that I can do other than just cry. And sometimes I have these awful thoughts about about suicide, which I know that I won't do. I know I won't do. I will never do that. But the thoughts come into my head, and they're very elaborate thoughts of what I could do. But I won't go there. That's not the purpose of this. But those thoughts happen. It's real. And all I want to focus on right now is feeling those feelings that I haven't felt in 9 years, and really, really feeling them, because I haven't in all those years. I have not felt those feelings properly and in their entirety. And so that's what I'm doing now. I'm feeling those feelings. I'm learning those lessons. And it's okay to feel hopeless. It's okay to feel miserable. It's okay to feel completely alone. But the thing that I'm holding on to by the threads of everything that I have is just remembering that I'm actually not alone, and that I'm literally just in instant contact with my mum, my siblings, my friends, and it's okay to say to them, I'm not feeling good. I'm in a bad place. And if they say, well, what do you need? It's okay to say, I don't know. I have no idea. Because sometimes all we need is someone to talk to take your mind off it, to tell you how their day was, and to say that they're here for you if you need anything. That's a really important thing. So I guess what I really wanted to say is that you're never alone. Ever. Even though sometimes it can feel like you are the only person in the world who feels like you do, and that there is absolutely no one that understands or cares for you. There absolutely is. All you have to do is reach out and say, I'm not okay. And if someone says, how do I help? There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know. Because just having someone to talk to can really, really make a difference. So if you ever feel in that position where you're miserable and you feel like no one understands and you have no one to help you, you do. If one person doesn't answer you, message someone else. If they don't answer you, message someone else. All you have to do is say, I need someone to talk to. And if they care about you, they will be there. If nobody messages you, message me. Because I understand how it feels. I've been there. And nobody Nobody deserves to be alone, ever. So soldier on. Anyone who has been where I've been, soldier on. Find your real friends and family that will be there for you when you just need someone to talk to. And if you are feeling suicidal and you are making plans to end your life, don't do it. You will break too many hearts. You are important. That's the most important thing that I wanted to say. Find someone to talk to. There is always someone. You just have to keep looking. Keep on and carry on.